Hey guys, my name is Michelle. Welcome to my channel. So today's video is I've been so excited to film this, partly because this is an unboxing, and for me, unboxings are so much fun because I love receiving packages in the mail. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's like this adrenaline rush. It's so much fun. It's fun to go through the stuff that you ordered. It's fun to play with. It's all new stuff. So that's part of this video. That's partly why I'm excited. But the other reason is because this is all from Shop Miss A. Now, if you don't know what Shop Miss A is, or if you've never heard of them before, it is a website that offers affordable makeup. And when I say affordable, I'm talking like $1 per product. Now, the way that the Shop Miss A website is able to do this is that they only feature certain brands. These brands produce these makeup products for the Shop Miss A website. So there's no marketing involved, there's no overhead, there's no promoting these products. It's all just on this website. So when they do that, they're able to cut out all of that extra cost, which gives the consumer a product at a cheaper price. I think I spent like $35 on the stuff that's in this bag, but $35 goes a long way when your products are only $1 a piece. I think there are a couple things in here that are a little bit more expensive, like eyeshadow palettes. Those are like $5 or $10 just depending, but even still, that's still really cheap. So I'm really hoping that this is not all crap. I'm hoping that some of this stuff is going to surprise me and that I'm actually going to get some use out of. Otherwise, this was a waste of money. If you're interested in seeing what I think about the stuff from the Shop Miss A website and you want to see what this stuff looks like on, hang tight because we're about to dive in. So I'm going to open that up for you. Maybe. All right. So that's what it looks like upon initial opening. It's all bubble wrapped, nice and neat. Okay, so the first thing I just pulled out, okay, it's all really nicely wrapped. A velour eyeshadow from the brand AOA Studio, and it looks like this. It's like this really pretty shimmery pink color. There's another eyeshadow. This is called Velvet Mousse Eyeshadow, and this is from the brand Starry, and this is just a shimmer eyeshadow. And then the next thing in this little package is a shaping and strobing face contouring and highlighting kit, and this is from the brand Zuri Flawless. Blush from AOA Studio. Let me show you that. So if you're looking down inside of the bag when it's still packaged, it looks like this. Everything's really nice and neatly placed in there. Okay, so the next thing that I'm pulling out is called a Wonder Blender, and this is from AOA Studio, and that looks like this. It looks just like a beauty blender, but I'm excited to use this to see what I think of it. Okay, the next product that I have, this is a cream blush in the shade Cupid. All right, the next product is a finishing pressed powder, and this is in the shade Banana. And I got this because I don't actually have any powders in this shade yet. So this was why not? It's $1 type of purchase. I've really been wanting this Sigma brush that's pointed like this. This is really not, the Sigma brush is like a triangle, and that's what I thought this was going to be like, and it's good for setting under eyes, but this might work. So that's what that looks like. This one is the high def brush. It's the F8. And then this one is another high def brush, an E108. And that looks like that. Okay, here we have an eyeshadow primer. Now I picked this one up because when I saw them on the website, they reminded me a lot of the MAC Pro Paint Pots. And I do like those. I already own a couple of them. This one is from the brand Amuse. That's what that looks like. And I'm pretty sure I bought 2 shades of that because I wasn't sure which one was going to match me best. I did. This one is in the shade Clean Slate. All right, the next product I have here is a foundation. This is from Santee. It's their Flawless Perfect Finish Foundation. And this one is in the shade Natural. This is just like a little mixing container. Well, not necessarily a mixing container, but that's what I'm going to use it for. And it's just a little metal jar. All right, moving on. So I bought this to kind of compare to the Lime Crime, what is it called? They're Diamond Crushers. Let me just show you. So this one's called Diamond Lip Gloss, and this is from the brand AOA Studio again. And then this one is the Lime Crime one. Okay, so obviously it's a different color, but I'm really curious to see how similar these are. Okay, the next product that I have is called Perfect Eyeshadow Primer, and it's in the shade Original. So let me just show you that. All right, next product, and this is called Wonder Skin, and it's a mattifying face primer. Looks like that. Okay, the next product is a brow product, and it's called Go Brow. This one is in their shade Medium Brown. It just comes in a tiny little container like this. I also picked up the AOA Studio Perfect BB Cream. Also excited to see if this works. I actually saw one of the bigger YouTubers like raving about this, that this was one of her favorite products of the year. So if that's the case, that would be amazing. We'll find out. So the rest of these products are from AOA, like every one of them. This is their Wonder Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this one is in the shade Extra. Just a really like me kind of color. Their Sculpting Brow Pencil, and that just looks like this. Guys, don't mind my fingernails. I know they're ate up. I'm sorry. Haven't had time to worry about it or care. This Glow Baby reminds me a lot of the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. Certainly trying to dupe this one, but we'll see if the formula is anything like it. The next product that I have is called Lip Pop, and this is just a lip gloss. This one is in the shade Role Model. It looks like that. All right, next is a contour stick. It's called Sculpt FX. I own several products that look a lot like this that I actually really enjoy, so hopefully I enjoy that. They also sell false lashes on this website, and a lot of the ones I saw were like crazy looking, and the ones I got are no exception. These are pretty crazy looking. I don't know that I'll actually be able to pull these off because they are large and in charge. It's funny because on the front of the box it says natural and luxurious. Honey, those do not look natural, not even in the least bit. I mean, they look beautiful. I'm hoping that if I try to put them on, they will work. So, and I'm pretty sure these were also $1. All right, I think I have one last thing in here, and it's an eyeshadow palette. So when I pull it out, it's taped together. It looks like this. So my guess is that they didn't put the pans in like the palette yet. I'm guessing you have to do that yourself. It says I'm a Beach on it. Eyeshadow is my thing. It's my jam. So I'm kind of curious to see if these are any good. I would be highly shocked if their eyeshadows are like on point. You know what I mean? For $1 a pan, I mean, you can't really expect a whole lot. I hope this applies nice. This is pretty. This is called Flamenco. That's like really, ooh. Let's swatch that puppy and see what it looks like. You guys see that? Okay. Okay, Shop Miss A. Still working on putting this palette together. It's coming together slowly but surely. So when I watch my videos, I see like one of my eyes is like lazy. Like, when did you get lazy? You know what I mean? Like, you better chip her up. You better work. Okay, so I'm going to show you the palette fully assembled now. Again, this is the outside of it. And then when you have all the shadows in it, this is what it looks like. And yeah, I've been swatching. Honestly, the color story is a little odd. I don't know why I would pick this color story. Just because I don't know, they're not really colors that you would pair together, I guess. I'm hoping these products apply nicely. I'm like excited to put them on my face. I want to see what they end up looking like. So if you guys are interested in seeing the quality of this stuff and you want to see a full face of AOA Studio basically, stick around because I'm about ready to try this stuff on. Okay, so I just like rubbed my finger on the Laura eyeshadow, the one that looked like this. Okay, that's what that, super pretty, but it felt wet. Okay, the first ingredient in this is mica, and the second ingredient is dimethicone. So my guess would be that's why. Okay, so I really want to I want to feel this sponge. I want to see if this feels anything like the Beauty Blender, the Wonder Blender. I'm really curious to see what this does when you get it wet. Now, if I'm comparing the two, this one's been used obviously, but this one is just not as soft on the outside as this one. So I'm wondering if this is gonna I don't know. I'm gonna find out though when I go to put everything on. Oh, I can tell you by the way, this Glow Baby highlighter is nothing like the Cover FX highlighter, and I'm gonna show you why. Okay, so I'm gonna take the Cover FX drops because that's what they're trying to dupe. It's pretty clear. When you look at how pearlized the Cover FX one is in comparison to the AOA one, this one here is Cover FX, this one's AOA Studio. But do you see the difference in the shine? Oh, the Cover FX one is just so much thicker. You can't even see where I put the AOA one, but you can certainly see where I put Cover FX. Now again, the reason why I picked up some of these products is because I have the original, more expensive version of these products that I feel like AOA is trying to dupe. The other product was that Diamond Lip Gloss that I wanted to compare to the Lime Crime Diamond Crushers. We got Lime Crime here and then the AOA brand here, but you can see how much of a difference there is between the two. Now the AOA brand isn't awful, but it's definitely not a dupe for the Lime Crime. I'm a little curious about this liquid lipstick, this Wonder Matte. I have a feeling this is going to give me butthole lips, but we're going to find out. I'm really weird about my liquid lipsticks. I don't like when my lips get really dry like that and make my lips look all cracked, and I don't think that's a good look on anybody. Whoever designed that formula, they need to go back in time and undo it because it's not attractive. And I can already tell that's what it's going to do just because the consistency is so thin. But we gonna find out. I'm so terrible at doing lipstick. That looks like a 4-year-old did it. What the fuck is going on? Unacceptable. Now, oh, I don't like it. Oh no. Yep, this is coming right back off. I'm not even going to bother fixing that because that is exactly the type of formula that I hate in a liquid lipstick, and it's not because it's cheap. I've tried some of the more expensive brands, and their liquid lipstick formula is exactly the same, and it's awful. I hate it. It makes my lips feel so dry. It's hard to get off. No thank you. Okay, so the first thing I did to get started in this try on is I wet that sponge that I had. This, I don't know if you can size reference here. This thing blew up so big. Not a bad thing, but it's definitely got a little bit of a weird texture to it in comparison to the Beauty Blender. This one is a lot softer. which makes me feel like it's gonna suck up a lot more product. Like, it's not as spongy as the Beauty Blender. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if this is all gonna mix very well or not. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that, the Wonder Skin. It's a mattifying primer, and I'm gonna put that all over the face. I just wanna see if it actually mattifies, because I think I also wanna use this BB cream, since I did hear other influencers talk about this and how good it was. I wanna see, is it actually good? Ew. So I just opened that primer and it's like leaking everywhere. What is in this? That's strange. So the first ingredient in this mattifying primer is distilled water. It's got dimethicone, stearic acid, propylene glycol, beeswax. That's really interesting. I don't know how good this is going to be for mattifying. It sounds a little sketchy to me, but I'm going to go ahead and apply it anyway because I just want to try these out. If I break out, I'm going to know where it came from. This is very weird. Now the texture of it is like a thick cream, or more like a thick lotion or something. I don't know, this is so weird. I already played around with that brow fiber gel a minute ago, which is why my brows look crazy, because they already had product in them. I probably should have taken that out first, but I'm not fighting with these brows tonight. I'm not in the mood. I don't know if that actually did anything. It said mattifying, but I guess it did a little bit, not a whole lot. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how that works with the rest of the products here. Not sponsored. You know when you like don't drink a soda or a soft drink for like a week or something, and then you drink one, it's like it burns your soul and your nose hairs and everything else? Yeah. That's the sensation I've been dealing with drinking this Pepsi. I'm having tortillas for dinner. Tortilla chips. We're gonna try the BB cream. Okay, so I've already given it a good shake. And now I'm gonna use this Beauty Blender because I'm excited to see if this applies like a regular Beauty Blender. Okay, so this BB cream is pretty thick. It feels really weird when I'm trying to apply this stuff. Like, it's sucked up a lot of that product. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It just retains a lot of moisture, and I feel like I'm like slapping a wet sponge on my face. I don't think I really care for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a brush that I know works for me, just because I really want to get an idea of how well this stuff works. Right now, my face is feeling really like sticky. Let me try to build up that coverage just a little bit with this. Just like a tiny bit. If I can. I don't know if you guys can see any difference at all, if it looks any better than from this side here. What do you guys think? Like, I can tell a slight difference when I look in the mirror. This side is more glowy, and it's supposed to do that. It says, gives the face a luminous glow to eliminate dull skin for a brighter appearance. It's very dewy looking. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that all over the rest of my face. Stuff is weird. I don't know. It's got my face itching. I mean, it definitely evened my complexion. My skin tone is definitely more even. It says you can wear it underneath foundation. Let's wear it underneath of this Santee Flawless Foundation. I feel like this is going to be a hot mess. I'm gonna again try the Beauty Blender. Or I called it a Beauty Blender. I'm gonna try the Beauty, what do they call it? A Wonder Sponge, Wonder Buffer? I don't remember. So I'm gonna attempt, like I almost don't want to because this doesn't look bad. Let's go for it. Let's just do it. Oh boy, that was a lot. Uh-oh. Like there's a lot of product on my face, because there is. And I have glass skin. Look at that. Look at the shine. Holy shite. I mean, I look like an oily biatch right now. I mean, the only negative things I can say about it right now, one, my face is itching like hell. And two, it is a little bit heavy on my skin, but that's because I applied the BB cream, the primer, and then foundation, so it's gonna feel a little heavy, and I don't know what's making my face itch. I don't know if it's the primer, I don't know if it's the BB cream, I don't know if it's foundation, but other than that, the coverage is good. I mean, you can see that the coverage is good. If you like dewy skin, like this is probably gonna be your dream. The dream come true for you. Oh, it itches like right here. Okay, I'm gonna try to ignore the itch. Like, legitimately, it's itching very badly. Like, I want to scratch my face off. Okay, so for the sake of this video, I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm gonna use my little brush to set my under eyes. I'm excited. We'll see how well that works. It almost looks like a little paintbrush. It's weird. And I'm gonna set that with this banana powder from AOA. So I just set this with that banana powder, and I think it looks pretty decent, if I'm being honest. So we're gonna do the other side. And that's that, folks. So if you're looking for a good like pressed powder, that's the banana color, that yellow. Not bad. I actually kind of like that. I think it did a good job. I do have their contour stick here. Okay, and I'm gonna try the other side. I feel like the sponge is blending a lot of that away. I mean, you can still see it a little bit, but I'm gonna use that powder as well. I'm gonna set my face with the Peach Perfect setting powder. That's helping to tone down some of that shine a little bit, because I mean, it was shiny. Not that I'm really opposed to that, but once the day goes on, I get it shiny anyway, so that did help with toning that down. Now I'm gonna attempt to use their powder contour. I mean, this little contour palette's not bad. I want to bronze up my cheeks a little bit, so I'm gonna dip into this color here. This is more of like it's a warmer color than the one I was contouring with. Oh my goodness. Well, that was easy to get real heavy-handed on that one. So be careful, guys. Holy shit. Not bad, just very, very heavy powder. What did I do? Yeah, that's awful warm. It's looking a little splotchy though. You can see it right through here. But my skin's really textured and stuff anyway, so it could just be that it's not hiding that very well. So now I'm gonna dip into this Perfect Blush in the shade Wispy, and that looks like this. And this one's just a really pretty like corally color. So I'm gonna be careful with this. Seeing how everything else has applied as far as like how powdery, I know I need to be careful. Looks like I've been suntanning in the Bahamas. Okay. All right, so I guess the next thing would be eyebrows. So With eyebrows, I have their Sculpting Brow Pencil, and then I also have their Go Brow Fiber Gel, which I already tried and was disastrous. So I'm going to try to make it work because we're doing a whole face of, you know, Shop Miss A products. Okay, so let's dip into this brow pencil in medium brown. If this is as thick as the packaging, then my friends, we might be in trouble. Because this is like, oh, okay. First of all, it's mechanical. But we're gonna try. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make a complete shit show out of my eyebrows right now. This reminds me so much of that Precisely My Brow from Benefit. Just a hell of a lot cheaper. Thickums. So this is what it looks like with this brow product, which really is not too bad, I don't think. But now that that like edge is rounded, I know that I'm gonna have a hard time with this other brow. I don't know how you're supposed to. How are you supposed to do that? Yeah, it's pretty impossible. Whoa, what's going on? We get feathery with it. When you go on like a blind date or you're on like a dating website and you have to list your hobbies, like that would deter any sane person. Think about that for a minute. What do you like to do in your spare time? Well, I like to sit in front of a camera and play with makeup and talk to myself. Yeah. I'm probably going to be single for a very long time. It's all good. Cheers. Well, for one, this one's up higher, but God, once you start playing that game, it's hard. Like, it's a back and forth, and then before you know it, you got eyebrows up to your hairline, so. Now, I already tried this product here, and I am not a fan. Let me show you why. First of all, when you go to open it, it kind of reminds you of the Benefit Gimme Brow, but when you open it, there's no stopper to take off excess product, so watch this. Or maybe there is, but it doesn't. Do you see all that excess product? Like gunked up on the bottom of that? Yeah, I'm not putting that anywhere near my eyebrow. Sorry. No, they're like so wide on my head. What in the fudge monkey is going on with these things? Okay, so the next course of action is eyeshadow. I'm kind of excited to try this little palette. Not really sure what color scheme I'm going to be using because it's some very random colors thrown in here. We do have the Amuse eyeshadow primer, and that's these little jars right here that resemble the MAC paint pots. I'm thinking maybe we should use those. So what I'm going to do is the same exact thing I do when I'm using my paint pots. I dip back and forth in between these two shades because neither one of these is perfect. I'm somewhere in the middle. So I'm going to dip back and forth in between those with a brush, and I'm going to prime my eyelids really quickly. I probably should have done this step first just because now I've got to worry about my brows, but too late. Okay, I know what I want to use. I'm going to use the Melt Gemini palette on one side, and then I'm going to use the AOA shadows that came with the palette I'm a Beach, and I'm going to use those on the other eye because I really want to test out the eyeshadow primer that looks like the MAC Pro paint pots. Okay, so let's try the AOA palette first. I'm going to take that mustardy yellow color and use that as my transition shade, I guess. It's looking a little patchy. Okay, so I'm going to take this dark brown shade right here, and I'm going to put that right in my crease area. Just blending back over that brown with like that mustardy color. Like I said, I don't know if it's the base that I put down or the eyeshadows, or maybe it's both. I'm not sure, but not really digging the way that's turning out. I think it's looking pretty crappy, actually. Let's go into that green and see what happens. Ooh, that's a pretty green. just don't, what are you supposed to do with this color story? I don't understand. There's really not a whole lot you can do with it. I mean, this is looking terrible. Yeah, that looks like shit. Oh God, it's horrible. That's gotta come off of there. Okay, so I did not like where that was going. I hated it, okay? And I don't know if it's because of the combination of the colors I was using. It could be. It could be the primer I was using. Who knows? So now I'm gonna try the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette. I'm gonna take Luna first. Luna is that lighter beige color in this Gemini palette. Okay, this shade is called Lorelei, but I'm just picking that up on a fluffy brush, but a smaller brush, and I'm gonna blend that right underneath of that light brown. I think I'm going to go into one of these green colors now. I'm going to go into Fire OG. It's this really pretty, like, I don't even know, like a mossy green color. Let me dip into Leo and try to deepen that up a little bit, because right now it's kind of ticking me off. I think it is the base, because normally I don't have this problem. Alright, we're just going to attempt to throw some shimmer in the middle, and then we're done, because this is just turning into a disaster. And it's upsetting, guys. I don't know. I'm not totally hating that. Alright, so now I'm using that other base, that Perfect eyeshadow primer from AOA. I don't think this is going to go well, like, at all, since I've already wiped off the other base.
Yeah, hello, people. Yes. I love my mother.
Better.
If you don't love your mother, then you're not living much.
Amen to that. So we're going to try the different bases out. This one was the base that's comparable to the MAC Paint Pot, and I don't think it's that bad.
When she's at work, nobody to talk to. When she's at work, no goofball. When she's at work, no one to blabber about their makeup to me.
It's just not, like, grabbing onto color like the other side did. Then we're going to take that shimmery green right in the middle. Okay, so I've already finished up the rest of my face as far as, like, I put on mascara, which I did not get from the Shop Miss A website. I just, for whatever reason, I didn't order that. I put on a little bit of white eyeliner that was from Wet n Wild. The last thing I need to do is to put on that lip gloss, because I cannot stand the liquid lipstick that came. I think it's awful. And I like this lip gloss because it's pretty pigmented and it's not sticky or heavy, so it just does a good job at making your lips look nice and glossy. So this is where I'll give you guys my final thoughts on all the products I received from the Shop Miss A website. Not a complete bust. I really do feel like there are some good products here, and you know, some of them are not good products. It's kind of hit or miss. You have to keep in mind that these products are $1 a piece, so you know, certain things you're getting what you pay for. I want to go over the products with you, and I want to tell you what I think about each of the products that I used. Now, there are several products I did not use. However, I swatched them, kind of got an idea of what I thought about them, and then I left it at that. The eyeshadows that I had, actually both of them, they were both very greasy and oily in texture. Like, they're not dry eyeshadows at all. I feel like if I were to try to put that on my lids, it's just going to transfer and it's going to be sliding everywhere. And the same goes for this velour eyeshadow. So if you're not into that, you might not like these. That takes care of that. I did not put the Glow Baby liquid highlighter all over my face because this right here was very oily and not very shiny. At the beginning of the video, you saw me swatch that and the Cover FX side by side, and this just does not hold up to the Cover FX at all. It is just, I don't know, in my opinion, this is just not a very good highlight. I would pass on that. Another product that I didn't put on my lips for this look was the Diamond Lip Gloss. Now this stuff is actually decent if you like glitter lip gloss. It's not sticky, it's very glittery, it's not gritty, and it's $1. So if you're into glittery lip gloss, you might really enjoy these. I did not use the cream blush. The cream blush I wanted to use, but when I tested it on the back of my hand, it just felt very greasy, and I knew that if I tried to use that with this look, it was going to get out of hand, it was going to make my cheeks look textured, and I decided to pass on this look. And then the last product that I did not use today was the eyelashes. I really wanted to, but I knew if I tried these, it was going to ruin the eye look I have going on, and not that this is a wonderful eye look, but I just didn't want to do that with this look. So that's the stuff I did not use. Now let's jump into the stuff that I did use, and I'll give you my thoughts about those products. So starting off with the primer, do I feel like this did anything for my skin? Honestly, I don't know. The number one ingredient in this is distilled water, so I don't know if this actually did anything. So I don't want to say one way or the other that I like it or that I don't. It was okay, I suppose. Is it worth splurging that $1 and trying it out? Sure, why not? I mean, it's $1, what can it hurt? The second product that I tried was the BB cream. This stuff worked surprisingly well. It leaves a nice sheen to your skin. You look nice and glowy, but if you like that dewy glow, you ought to really give this a try. It's a little bit heavy. It made my skin itch a little bit. It might not do that for you. So research what's in it. See if those products are, things that irritate your skin. If it is, leave it alone. If it's not and you like dewy skin, give it a try. I really don't mind it. Once I got past the itchiness, I'm actually kind of digging this. Then I went over top of that with the Santee Flawless Perfect Finish Foundation, and that's this stuff right here. This stuff I thought was going to be horrible on top of that BB cream, and I mean, you're looking at my skin. I don't think it looks all that bad. Now, do I feel like this is a foundation that's going to last me all day long? No, I really don't. I feel like, especially with that BB cream underneath, I might get 3 or 4 hours wear, and then it's going to be slipping and sliding all over my face. Do I think it's worth spending $1 on this foundation? Sure, I don't think that's a bad deal at all. If you're looking for a cheap foundation, give it a shot. You might like it. Then I did my own concealer for underneath my eyes, and then I took the banana setting powder and then this little brush to set that powder underneath my eyes. I dig these. I like these a lot. I feel like this powder did not emphasize the dryness underneath my eyes. It set my under eye area very well. I think it looks really good underneath my eyes, which is crazy because I've been using the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder underneath my eyes for a very long time. I don't know, guys, I really like what this did underneath my eyes. And this little brush was really nifty and handy getting right up underneath of there. So I will definitely be using these products again. Do I recommend them? Sure. Okay, so the next thing I went in with was their contour stick, and that's this guy here. I don't know if it really made that much of a difference, but I feel like if I had more time and I really concentrated on that blend and really spent a good bit of time on it, I feel like I really could have gotten somewhere with this. So would I recommend this if you're looking for a cream contour? Sure, I don't think it was that bad. Okay, after I did that, I set my face, and then I went in with this. This I really enjoyed. I don't know if I paid $1 for this or if this one was a little bit pricier. I should have looked up all this stuff before I did this video, and I didn't. So guys, I apologize for that. But I got a good bit of use out of this. I used this one to contour with. I used this one to bronze up my face, and I feel like it did a pretty decent job. Is it my favorite that I own? No, but in a pinch, would I use it? Sure. And it's compact, so it'll fit in my purse. So if you're looking for something like this, I would give this a try. All right, the next thing I tried was the Perfect Blush by AOA Studio. I thought this was a beautiful blush. They do offer many different colors on the website. I don't know if it's long wearing because I've only had this makeup on for a little over an hour, so I can't speak to that, especially when it comes to the other products too. However, what it looks like right now, I can tell you, it gave my cheeks just a very nice kind of corally color, so I really like this and I'll most likely use this again. Okay, then after I did the blush, I went in with the eyebrow pencil. Guys, I was really pleasantly surprised at this eyebrow pencil. And this was $1. So if you're looking for an eyebrow pencil and you're not sure, you know, what type you like, give this one a try and see what you think. Again, I used the shade medium brown, and it was a little, it's not perfect for my hair color, but it's not too far off. So I actually kind of liked this. I don't, however, think it will be very long wearing, but we'll find out. We'll see. The next thing that I used was the AOA Studio Go Brow Fiber Gel. This is a hell no, a hard pass. I would not buy this again, not even for $1. It's chunky and it's thick, and there's no way you're going to be able to get that through your brows. Unless you want it looking like your eyebrows were painted on with a paintbrush. So, no to that. Okay, then after I got my brows finished, I started worrying about my eyeshadow. So I tried both bases that I bought. I tried the Amuse eyeshadow primer. So are they the same as the MAC Pro Paint Pot? No. They're not as opaque and they're not as heavy. However, they did help to make the eyeshadow on this side of my face stay better. So I'm okay with that. Would I buy these again for $1? Yeah, I think I would. I'm actually interested to play around with these a little bit more and see what I'm able to do with them. Now, the other eye primer I used on this side of my face was the AOA Perfect Eyeshadow Primer, and that's this one here. This one wasn't horrible, but it's not my favorite. Like, the eyeshadow on this eye looks so much better than this eye, in my opinion. And this eye, I used this. So, I don't know if that's coincidental. I don't know if it's because of the primer, but I feel like it's because of the primer. It's a very dry texture once it dries down. It kind of reminds me of the Morphe Translucent Eyelid Primer, but not as good. So, would I buy this again given the chance? I would still like to use it a little bit more to kind of get a better idea of what I think about it, but right now, I'm not really digging this. The I'm a Beach eyeshadow palette from AOA Studios. This stuff, it was hard for me to gauge because I did use the new eye primers. I probably should have tried a tried and true primer to see what I thought, but I am really not digging the eyeshadows, guys. It just they didn't apply the way I'm used to. It took too much work. It showed up patchy and it didn't want to blend right. So if I had the opportunity again, would I spend the $5 or $10 on this palette? No, I think I would pass. Okay, so something I forgot to mention was the Wonder Blender. This I'm not like completely sold on yet. Now it's $1, so it's not like I'm out a whole lot of money with any of these products, but this was $1 and I feel like it's, you know, it shows. It soaked up a lot of product. It's very squishy and like soft, and I don't know how else to explain it. Would I buy it again? I mean, maybe, because it's not horrible, but it's definitely not a dupe for the Beauty Blender. It's just not. All right, and then lastly is the lip gloss. This stuff here, which is what I have on my lips right now. I really like this lip gloss. I think it does a great job making your lips look glossy, and it's pigmented. It's not sticky. It's not too thick. I really like it. I'm actually considering purchasing some more colors because I'm digging this. Alright guys, that concludes my Shop Miss A haul video. I had such a great time trying on these products, experimenting a little bit, you know, seeing what I thought about these things. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate y'all taking the time to watch my videos. Please give me a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel. Leave me some feedback. Let me know what else you'd like to see from me. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.